Why did no one tell me we were doing choreography now? Come on.
He said the line. We have to do the dance from the music video. The band Shaper's going to see soon. What are they called?
Little Big.
Big Little.
Big Little.
Is
Big Little
Tommy
Lies.
Cash or Oliver Tree or anyone going to be there too?
I don't think so. I'm here for Little Big. I am like weirdly a Little Big stan.
I really like them as well.
Yeah, they're pretty fantastic.
All their music videos are exceptional.
Yeah, Tim showed me like 2 a couple years ago, and they're really fun and goofy and weird. And
it's a small venue too. And they're a Russian band, and my wife speaks Russian. So there's a high chance that she could actually speak Russian to them, and then maybe we can become friends with Little Big. So that's actually what
That's so cool.
That's what I'm trying to do. Really, is I'm going to see Little Big so I can become friends with Little Big.
Yes.
nice.
That's the goal.
I really like that quite a bit. I'm still on a mission to become Kevin Pereira's best friend. And now that he's no longer employed and on TV, my chances are like through the roof.
Astronomical at this point, yeah.
You've been working on that for a long time.
It's been a decade, yeah, but like I'm getting there.
What kind of steps have you taken?
10,000 a day, right?
The biggest leap I've had into being their friend is I stopped trying to be Daniel Tasha's friend after I weirded him out in Ithaca.
That's right. Yeah, you were. I love that story that you made Daniel Tosh uncomfortable, which I didn't think it was like possible.
No.
Daniel Tosh makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't make me uncomfortable.
So
he
what does
hasn't
that
said
say?
the thing to you that he said to
Imagine
Daniel
how
Tosh.
refreshing it was, though, for Daniel Tosh, who does make so many people uncomfortable, to then himself be made
Neither
uncomfortable.
one.
He's like, I didn't know that I had this feeling anymore.
Right?
So I bet you like reawakened something in him.
Honestly, he probably owes a lot of his career to me.
Yeah.
I think this was before Tosh.0, so I set him on the right
You
path.
did.
Wow.
You did.
You're welcome, Daniel Tosh.
He's definitely a patron and listener of
Yeah,
the show.
he would be nothing without Tim France.
He's been listening to this first milestone episode 10.
What?
Double digits?
Yeah.
What?
Episode 10.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
Yeah, you're going to have to deal with that.
what did you roll?
Don't worry about
Nice.
it.
I'm going to roll 3 sets of D10, D100, see if I can roll a 10. I didn't.
It's a secret mouse tool we'll need later.
Yeah, not even close. I rolled a crit 50.
If I had rolled a 10, what would you have done?
Probably giving you a high five. Whoosh.
Like no in-game rewards?
Probably not, no.
One experience.
Just one that you'll never get to spend.
Brought back Giuseppe.
Is it a cake or a tower?
It's a cake.
All right.
That's the name of the first video on my OnlyFans.
Why are you drawing a cake?
We've been doing a doodles in our notebooks for every episode,
Yeah.
and I thought she was drawing a tower because we
It's a
might go
cake or
see
a
a tower, but she's drawing a cake.
Because it's a milestone.
the tower.
'Cause it's
Jess
a-
inspired
no.
me because she would
'Cause
like
it's a
do like a
milestone.
special like snazzy thing. And then last episode I was trying to make like a big like
Block 9.
a block 9, but it kept just looking like a lowercase g.
Oh, I see.
So
So-
we abandoned it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
I was
definitely
like,
having like
forget it.
a side plot about our drawings
Yeah.
while you two were being you two.
We should we should take pictures.
Do you know what I did
Jess's
when you were
awesome
doing your
notes.
story?
What?
You know what I did when you were doing your story?
Listen.
Paid
Paid
attention.
attention and
Yeah.
participated. Yeah.
This time I've been a little distracted. One time I was updating my character, and one time my friends were having a crisis.
To
for the
be
game
fair-
running, so
I think what Jess's character was doing was kind of interesting, but what Von Pons was doing was just bullshit.
yeah.
That is completely incorrect. You're going to see that my stuff is going to be a large part of the storyline. So
I cannot
Your
wait for the YouTube
storyline.
videos on it. Finally targeting someone that's not me.
I was gonna say we should get pictures of Jess's notes to put on the Patreon.
Yeah, actually.
when the episodes come out, or like the notes for like the week, the episode before, or something like that. So it's
Yeah,
not.
recap.
Oh, that's a great idea as a recap. You know, if Jess is okay with it.
I mean, if you guys are okay with it, my notes tend to be a little weird.
But that's even better because then people can see and be like, now maybe they see it before they listen to the episode, try to figure out what do those notes mean,
Yeah.
or then they can look at it after the episode comes out and be like, oh, I see what she wrote here.
I like Jess's notes too because too often in mine I will like I feel like this campaign I'm taking pretty good notes, but sometimes I throw little tantrums in my notes and I was like, we do nothing, we accomplish nothing, life is bullshit. Bullshit. So you know, I feel like hers are much more like
Kosher
yeah.
for productivity.
Yeah, and just like not emotional tantrums.
Yeah, this one from last episode, it currently says Wizard Tower versus Lore Tower, and underneath one is like notes about each, and the Lore Tower is completely blank. I'm now drawing a Lore Tower. The Hillock Tower, the one that we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
And then the Wizard Tower says Unkar Vossen, Norseman, Celestial Wizard, Fortune Telling. Alda says no and leaves.
Is he a hedge witch or is he an actual wizard?
Seems like a wizard.
I see great power in
Gregory
your
wasn't
future.
even there.
Did I ask as Gregory?
True.
Ooh. God bless you.
I actually can't read my notes either.
I didn't write any notes last episode. I'm doing it now.
I have never once written a note except for ideas for things I want to do with Cedric's spotlight.
I've never written notes.
There we go. I made the plate
That's
for
not
my
true.
cake look a lot better.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. Here's all my notes from every game I've played.
It's a little birthday cake.
Oh, it's for episode 10. You drew a little
'cause you
cake.
said
I
it's
see.
a milestone. So there you go. Viewers
From
at
the
home,
library.
I am not an artiste.
This? Yeah, it's from the library in the
It's in the
town.
library.
I always
Yeah.
tell my
There is a library.
students that I am not.
No, she said there's no library in town.
It's right here.
Oh, your mind is a library? I
Got
know.
everything you could possibly need.
Oh,
Did you
no.
know Rudy is the captain?
From the
And
last
Herzog
campaign?
was Dagna? And there was an ogre named Thorglash?
Yeah.
I bet you didn't even know
I think
Professional Casual Network PO Box G West Oneonta, New York.
we should do side-by-side notes from Settling the
Yeah.
Southlands, Tim versus Jess notes, and
Oh,
it would be
gosh.
hilarious.
So Tim's had this piece of paper next to his computer pretty much the entire time the network's been around that he writes notes on. That's also his mouse pad. So over time, it just gets like erased by the mouse going over it, and he just writes over it with new stuff.
Danny wrote on here too. She wrote spoobs.
Oh, when she
High
would sit
quality.
there for the slithering. That's her spot.
And I drew a bunch of those cool asses, but I couldn't do them right, so they're backwards.
I think the cool S's you did during Elite 8 Showdown,
Yeah, I think I did.
because
too.
you guys talk about that every third episode or so.
Well, they're really cool asses.
True.
I want to know what you were going to tell your students, Danny.
Oh, I always tell them I'm not an artist at all. And like Dan is the one who went to school for art, but I can draw a very good umbrella.
Ooh.
Ella.
Nice.
Hey.
I tell my students I can't draw. Surprise them when I do draw something pretty decent, like America. It actually looks like America.
You drew America?
One time, yeah, I drew like all the pieces, and they were like, "Oh, I kind of know where corners are." And then sometimes I intentionally draw it all really bad. Like this is a stick
I'm
figure
guessing.
with like a circle and stuff and some arrows, and they're like, "What is that?" And I go, "Yeah, I know."
Anytime I tell my students to draw, we both pull out guns and shoot each other.
Yeah.
Ba-dam-tsh.
Finger guns.
Mhm.
And then you would walk away.
My favorite used to be showing transfer of heat energy goes from areas of more heat energy to areas of lower. So the example is always you put an ice cube in your hand and your hand feels cold because the heat is going from your hand into the ice cube and melting it. So you're losing that heat. So I draw like a cupped hand with an ice cube in it. And that was always fun to do because I thought it looked pretty
Because
decent.
Is that the best-
Easy to draw.
Is it the best piece of art you do all school year in biology when you have so many options to draw animals and cells and stuff?
No, I haven't drawn that in years because haven't taught like general science until this year. And I just didn't ever go up over that topic this year.
I see.
What is science?
I don't do a lot of drawing as a teacher.
I also, when I annotate for Hamlet and he talks about when we've shuffled off this mortal coil and I draw like a coil and then at the end a stick figure with X's over his eyes. And I'm always like, wee.
As in, he died.
Yeah. To be or not to be.
It's like a thing you're not supposed to say, like Hamlet in a crowded theater or something like that, right?
No, Macbeth.
Yeah.
Macbeth. That's
Macbeth
what it
is the superstition.
Did you know that Macbeth is back, actually?
Back again.
At McDonald's?
Oh, sweet.
Get out.
Gotta have at least one every episode, probably more. But thank you for sticking through it. Sticking with it through episode 10 with us.
Sticky
Woo!
wickets.
Got there eventually. Thank you so much for being a patron. We really, really appreciate it. I hope it doesn't come off as canned when we say it every episode, because it's not. We really do appreciate all of our patrons and everybody in the Discord and on Twitch and people that watch YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. We really, really appreciate anybody that is, accepting of our content and leaving reviews and all that. Biggest thank you, of course, to our King Ding Doppelgangers and professional cake sitters.
Woo.
You like pointing or something?
I'm just gang signing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like pointing to Tim, like Tim's got something to say.
I
Don't
do.
mind me,
I'm
just
waiting
gang
for
signing
it, though.
over here.
Okay.
I have another patron to
Oh, great.
mention.
But thank you so much to Tau, Briar Mage, Bicon, Wizard Skills, Iron Maze, Xpaxis, Krob, Dagna, Cider Drinker, Tony Hot Hands, Otis, Leroy, Cliff Jumper, Steven, and James.
And a big shout out to one of our most recent canceled free members on the Patreon. I am not left-handed.
What?
That was their name.
They left the channel.
They left the free version of the Patreon.
To upgrade or
Yeah.
just?
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I thought they just like left.
I was like, why are we shouting out somebody that just left?
Oh, well, he left the free version.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not left-handed. Me neither.
Me
Is
neither.
anybody here left-handed?
I'm ambidextrous.
My dad was left-handed, so I was trained to do some things wrong as a joke, but there are some things I do left-handed that I'm not good at because that's how I was taught to do them.
That's really funny. I didn't know your dad was left-handed.
Are either of your kids left-handed?
I don't know.
You have
I don't
kids?
talk to them. I've heard they're nice.
Pretty sure one of mine is lost in the woods right now. Good for him. I told him, I was like, go play in the woods. Go explore the woods.
I know. And I'm like the psycho mom where I'm like, don't leave anyone's eyesight. Wear your jingle bell shoes so we know where you are at all times.
The woods aren't that big.
He will just live there and acclimate himself into a pack of wolves. You know this.
That's good.
But around here, bears are much more likely than wolves.
Oh my God, Dan.
Remember my dad found bear tracks over the winter? And him and Felix went to go, follow them to find out.
I always thought moose tracks were better. It has peanut butter in it.
I'd like everybody to know that I have drawn the tower.
Oh, we just went live.
Oh, nice.
Which one?
The tower on 10 Hillock Tower. I literally gave it an address
10 Hillock Tower.
because we're in episode 10.
Hey.
That's
Hey, everybody. Is this correctly in the camera?
Yeah, probably.
Fine. You can see it. I can't. There's a book in front of me.
It's there.
So helpful.
Tim's not helpful. Wow.
Is that based off the map on Foundry?
It is.
Oh, nice.
It is. I just added vines to it because I could.
Vine has been dead for 4 years.
Stop bringing it up. It's depressing.
You keep bringing it up when I forgot it existed, so it's your fault.
You know, good duck. Just like your father. Dear patrons, please send us beef jerky.
You send Shaper beef jerky. Send it to Professional Casual, but say these are for Shaper.
P.O. Box G.
I want beef jerky too, though.
It'll say not- now that you
liked
say that, it'll
episode-
say for Shaper, not Tim.
Yeah, if you enjoyed episode 8, send me some beef jerky.
There was someone I felt bad about this, kind of not really, but they sent a whole bunch of Reese's eggs to the P.O. box, and I don't think they ever made it here. I remember eating a lot of Reese's eggs.
That's true. Yeah, I remember you telling us about that, and I was a little upset because I love Reese's eggs too.
They asked for an update on them at one point. They were like, did everyone enjoy the Reese's eggs? And I was like, someone sure did.
Yes, I did.
A minimum of one person enjoyed them.
Maximum. Min-maxing.
At
I
least one.
I was right there with it. So we gonna play this game or what?
Yeah, what the fuck, Dan?
Yeah, I thought you were going. Go ahead.
Let's go.
We don't know where we are or what we're doing.
And there's no library.
There's not. You're right. Okay, so
Actually, as a kind of business proposal, maybe we could establish a library
Ooh.
and charge people.
Is it the morning?
But if they can't read,
Well, then
We
we
could
sell
teach
a
'em.
supplement. Yes,
they
exactly.
can't read or do other stuff good too.
They really need some entertainment.
hmm
That's
Maybe-
official. The GM said that.
Maybe we could make a library for ants as entertainment.
Get out. Well, anyway, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a good time. We are doing
5.
nothing today.
I feel like we need to explore that tower.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
I would like to do that. After a good night of rest, I have to make an endurance test, to get back stuff and things.
Yes. So, I assumed unless there was anything else somebody wanted to do before bed.
Will I have healed my 1 hit point?
Sorry.
Whoop.
Does that happen? Does it have to
so-
heal? Or am I just
so-
injured forever?
Oh, we haven't done an overnight thing yet,
Yeah.
really.
I don't know.
So if you get a good night's sleep, which you all do in a bed,
Oh, I
here,
gotta
a
go.
proper bed. You haven't had. I think you had slept in a bed last night, but I think you paid for the room that time. But you make an endurance test, an average endurance test, and you heal your toughness bonus plus success level. So you can potentially have a real bad night's sleep and not heal at all.
I had a bad night's sleep.
Really?
Yeah. I
Did you
rolled a
have-
97.
Did you have anything to heal?
Yeah, I'm down by 10.
Oh, well, I got a really great night's sleep. I got a 16, so I think I'm good.
I'll just go to the doctor.
This is an endurance test?
In the morning, you could then attempt your own heal test
Oh, can
or
I?
blessing or whatever.
I'll heal.
Because I said the next day or the next violence has
Gotcha.
happened.
Endurance is toughness.
I did not sleep well. I was fretting about that little half man.
Fretting about.
And it's just my success levels that I heal Right.
Plus your toughness bonus.
for a heal check.
Oh, sorry. I was still thinking sleeping overnight. If you have it's the plus your intelligence bonus on an average test because we're not in combat.
Okay, I healed 6.
I actually slept real good, like phenomenally. Probably best sleeper here.
Did you roll better than my 16?
So far, Tim has rolled amazing for 2 Reichland checks and 1 sleep check.
I think your dice are rigged.
Yeah, when nothing's on the line, I'm going to survive every time.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nothing. All right, so next morning, you've had a nice sleep. Most people.
What's for breakfast?
Sausage and gruel, which is actually really good.
Get a little grease in there. I like that.
Yum.
They
Tower
do have-
time?
They do have hogs.
Before we go, I need to check over my armor and my weapons and give them all a quick little polish, spit shine, sharpening.
Oh, yeah, because we had a whole bunch of armor that was like destroyed, right? From the acid stuff.
I think all of girls' armor was wrecked.
Yeah, I got none.
I mean, we probably hit up the tannery or whatever. Get you some more armor.
Or the
You
smithy.
You gonna buy it?
No. Are you going to buy it?
Did you know that if you join a sports league, you get a kit?
Yeah.
You could be rolling around in Blood Bowl gear.
No.
Just no.
Do you not have any money to buy provisions with?
Yes.
Ask people that.
Well, I just don't want to hang out with poor people. That's all.
God, Tom,
Ouch.
Right?
you're a poor person. Shut up.
Poor is like it's kind of like a spectrum, right?
Yeah, and you're on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, everyone is.
Not I.
You're not on the spectrum at all?
No.
You could have fooled me.
That's ableist.
Yeah, it is.
Heading out first thing?
She's got to fix some stuff.
Yeah.
Do you actually have to roll for that?
I'm just shining it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you had to make a roll.
No.
Not actually fixing it. just
Roll
making-
out.
This is customary. We put our armor on painstakingly. Be sure
Slowly.
everything is where it needs to be in the right spot. It's a Myrmidia thing.
I think the two of us have very opposite aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It makes you shine really brightly, and people ignore me when I stand by you. Probably.
Yeah.
Tower time?
That's pretty cool.
What?
The
Juxtaposition.
and like your description of, I'm really liking how much you're looking into the stuff with Myrmidia.
Yeah, it's very fascinating, honestly. If you don't have the Up in Arms book, you should check it out. It's quite comprehensive.
Check out if you don't have it, check out the drive-through RPG link.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be
Get it to
dope.
help support the network a little bit more. You're going to get it anyway. Alrighty, so after you get your armor all nice and polished, head back south on the road.
Yes.
Is there any opportunity to talk to
Nope. What?
to Grizzleweed or whatever and see if any of the things that
Grizzle.
the town was going to need, like I could buy some ore?
There are so many characters that Grizzleweed could be referring to. I have no idea who you're talking about.
He means Brandywine. And
Yeah.
No. He
Why?
didn't like you. Also, I'm leaving.
He really doesn't like either of you.
Well, I barely did nothing to him.
Barely did.
You were
nothing.
in his presence.
So what type of merchant isn't going to want to sell things to someone that wants to buy stuff?
People that highly offended him.
I didn't highly offend them.
You called him small.
No, I didn't.
In his
He didn't walk away until
they're
you were talking.
Now they're just gaslighting you.
Yeah. It's kind of messed up.
He wants nothing to do with your group anymore.
Fine. Whatever.
We didn't want his anyway.
Yeah.
You two, at least.
He's beneath us.
The other two haven't done anything
Very much so.
offensive.
Yeah, I was expecting a discount, like half off at least.
This is going to be funny. We're on our way out. Is he in the tavern space in the morning?
They're like getting ready to go.
Okay.
There's so many of them, and it takes a little bit longer than the four of you.
I'm going to go up to Brandywine and it's like, hi, You-
Yeah.
you want to buy this? And I'm going to hold out the ivory tube that the original scroll was found in.
And he's like, oh, that actually looks real nice.
Yeah.
Let me find what that might be worth.
You see how much like more amenable he is to their BS
Yeah.
than he is to our BS?
Yeah.
He's a bad GM.
Mm-hmm.
Since theirs is more legitimate. All right,
You
so
should sell him stuff.
In a game of fantasy. Something's more legitimate? What?
He's like, I'll give you 10 silver for it.
20.
A whole gold?
That's how much that is?
Yes.
Yes.
Make a haggle test.
I just said yes.
We'll do a opposed haggle test here.
Are you rolling?
I gotta get back to his stats. His haggle should be pretty good.
Just so you don't know, I failed.
We'll see if he does too. He does not. He has 6 success levels.
I have -6.
Wow.
So I just kind of hang my head and just, okay.
I walk over.
Takes it and drops 10 silver in your hand. He
I
looks
walk
at you.
over before that happens, and I drop 2 gold in your hand and say, I'll take that.
He just wants to get rid of this 2 gold so bad.
Augustus just looks at you and he's like, all right.
Yes.
And then he like hops on his cart.
Okay.
That's right, half man.
All right, Gregory, if you want to try to talk to him about something.
No, it's fine. I don't care, Dan. Whatever.
So I have a cool ivory case now.
It is an ivory scroll case
Nice.
that I took off the body that I climbed down the hill.
And you have 2
thing out of.
gold.
And I have 2 gold.
Hey, Brandywine. Do you have armor? For sale?
No, that's not one of the things I got.
Okay.
He doesn't have anything valuable.
Sorry.
Least of all wits.
Yeah, he's kind of a half-wit.
Don't fist pound that. That was awful. Like mean.
Just a couple of ableist Abes over here.
All right, so you're going to move on before this guy attacks you with all of his mercenaries, which you probably should at this point.
No, he's already attacked all his mercenaries last night, right?
No, that never happened.
Oh, it didn't?
Punched him all in the
Didn't get
face.
to do it. Didn't get to do it.
I didn't let him because I'm...
Dan was not down to clown. He didn't want me roughhousing. Which is unfortunate for him because I'm just gonna now have to roughhouse the next set of NPCs he brings along.
Yeah.
It's the sooner you let me do it, the sooner we can move on to the next plot point.
Okay, bye.
All right, so we're moving on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Please.
To the armor store, right?
So again, on that trail, you got lots of switchbacks to move along. To get down to the valley floor is going to be about half a day's travel walking along this road. It's like constantly like on a cliff edge. Once in a while, it goes like between, there's actually rock on both sides of you.
So we're edging a bunch on this walk?
Yes.
You are.
Never not.
Back and forth. And you can see the tower a lot of the time when there's not other mountains in front of you, until you get down to the valley floor, and then it's just trees. But based on where you could see the tower, that if you go like east-northeast in a pretty straight line should get you to the tower, you're going to go away from the road. But you also know that you have to cross that river, the River Yatchy.
Isn't the tower on a hill?
Yes.
So can we just see it?
Not through the trees.
Not in the valley floor. It's too high up and the trees are too tall.
I'm not used to looking, so I don't really know how that works.
This river.
Oops.
Is this like fast river? Is it wide? Is it going to be treacherous? Are we going to need to ford across and die of dysentery?
Is it made of fire?
Oh, is it made of fire? That's
Let's
actually
see.
a really good question.
Yeah.
The river is like a mile across.
Wow.
I thought you
Maybe
were gonna say it's
2
made of fire.
spots.
So did
That's
I.
crazy.
Like the Reich in the Empire.
Are
It's
there
a
any
big
actual
river.
mile-wide rivers in the world?
Yeah, the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Definitely
Mile
gets a
wide.
mile wide or
Wow.
more at parts.
Wow.
The Reich as well.
Yeah.
Is,
I'm really
Boatman.
I'm really bad about knowing facts too.
Boats. Are there boats? Is there a boat place?
Is there a boat place?
Like if we're following a trail, does it lead to like a boathouse or anything like that?
No.
Is there like a little camp with Boy Scouts?
There's not like a trail or anything.
Oh, we're just
We're gonna need some kind of navigation test to kind of see how long this takes.
Does anyone have navigation?
I don't, but I do have consume alcohol, which is fantastic considering that I'm a teetotaler.
Yeah.
I also have a lot of consume alcohol.
But I'm never going to use it.
I
Navigation is surprisingly rare for careers.
will roll navigation.
Do you have advances in it?
No, it's a basic skill. I don't need to have that.
So it's just based off your initiative.
Yeah, 1 success level. It's average test,
Is it average?
right?
I didn't say that.
We're out of combat. You just said.
I think it's very easy.
I will say average is appropriate because you could get a bearing where it is. It's like if we just go straight this way, we should be fine.
3 success levels.
3
What?
success levels.
But I'm not actually going to help.
It's Gertie all over again, but it's Shaper this time.
Except Gertie failed and took us the wrong way every single
So he
time.
no, I
passed.
won really well.
Oh, well, that's true. You passed and chose a different location from us.
He knew where he was going. You two didn't. Did you
I'm
go
just
the
off.
wrong way?
Yeah.
All right. So after another couple hours, not hours, it's like
What was the result of the navigation?
you passed.
You passed?
We know which way the tower is.
So after
Oh.
like half an hour, 45 minutes of walking through the woods, it's cooler down here under the canopy of the trees. It's pretty well, like it's a dense forest. You come to the river, and yeah, it's like a mile and a half across, pretty far. Who's got outdoor survival?
Outdoors? Oh, that took a turn.
Yeah. Negative 5 success levels.
I don't have it, but I could roll it.
That's a basic skill.
It is
I'll
basic.
roll it.
Anybody can roll it
You're
based off their
-1.
intelligence.
I've been waiting all day to say that.
Did you say
It's
average?
never.
Or no?
hasn't
Oh,
come
wait.
up all day.
No, just no.
Then
Yeah.
negative something.
Okay. So yeah, it's a river. Says it's flowing fast, but doesn't seem dangerous. It's not like rapids or anything.
Have you heard of a thing called undertow? Does that exist in this universe?
Isn't that with waves?
Yes.
Yeah. I was asking, does it exist in this universe?
Of course it does.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
That's more undertow because this world has 2 moons
Wow.
most of the time.
Oh, so it actually might have overtow.
Extra undertow.
Yeah, if it doesn't look
It's a good
dangerous,
halfling name.
I'm sure girl will be able to go across pretty fine.
No.
Does anybody? I know the answer to this. Does anybody have a swim?
Oh, that's actually an advanced skill.
It is.
It is. Definitely.
Can't swim without knowing how.
In this armor? Hell nah.
Yeah, so that's got to be a concern for Alda. You know,
Mhm.
you're gonna sink like the rock you are in that armor.
Indeed.
Well, you got a magic belief spell to just not have to breathe?
No.
There is one for priests, but not Myrmidia, I don't think.
No.
It's just called
Bad
breath.
god. Bad god. My god would tell you to jump in the water and then laugh maniacally as you drowned. And
Yep.
that's why he's the best god.
No, we need a tactical approach.
A raft.
Could try to build a raft.
Hey, strongman.
Yeah?
Knock down some trees.
Well,
There
I don't
really
know what this raft is, and I know that I'm not interested, but I probably could be convinced to practice Blood Bowl against some trees.
I need 4 of the biggest trees.
You mean like these trees?
Unless you want to cut your arm off, no. Like that one.
And I point to a big tree.
Crossing?
Doesn't seem like it, no. This place is not, there's the road a couple miles away, but otherwise this place seems pretty well wilderness.
Hmm.
Did
Turby come with us?
No.
Thank God. Can I?
So if you want to try to build a raft, to simplify it a little bit, we can make an extended outdoor survival test. Unless you think you have something more appropriate, you
Brawling.
can argue.
Brawling.
I also
No.
brawling.
Can I just punch the tree?
Oh, you could actually just punch the water to make a clearing, probably.
I'm not Moses.
I thought you said row for a
Well,
second.
he
and I
kicked the
was
water.
like,
oh,
he wasn't a
okay.
puncher.
What about could I use my polearm to help cut trees?
Can I use flee to flee across the river?
good try. No.
I do have
Polearm?
athletics.
No, it's too deep.
Melee polearm to chop down branches.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Because you made a logical connection to the skill.
1 success level.
Okay. There's one so far.
1 branch. Yay!
Would I be able to use...
Probably not.
Okay.
Lord geology.
He's gonna engrave a tree.
Could I use bribery? No, just kidding. Could I use athletics?
Sure.
To run?
That I can live with.
I don't know.
Oh.
And these are all going to be challenging tests.
Great.
What are you rolling?
I'll tell you in a second.
The outdoor survival?
Yeah.
Well, you're a fence. So you know how to make like a fence that could float on water, right?
Yeah.
-4.
Whoa, no.
-1.
Okay, so we're at a total of -4 right now. If anybody would like to use fortune or, there's some whispers of dark gods through the air, you could re-roll.
Corrupt yourself to build a raft.
We were rolling what, melee basic?
You're basic.
Melee basic. No, outdoor survival.
What is she?
I use melee basic to use my pole arm to cut down like branches.
Oh, okay.
I failed at using
Melee
athletics
pole,
to
yeah.
like something.
Can I copy her and use my crowbar to dig up a tree?
What? No.
I also have like a hand weapon, so like a sword or something.
You have a spear. Or it's your mini spear is your hand weapon.
Oh, right. Yeah, I definitely have that.
We are the most unprepared.
Look, we went about this
Those
the
are
wrong way.
adventurers.
There's a little side river that goes all the way up to the waterfall cave, which really tells me they may have a boat siding up somewhere up there. We should take that boat, follow it down the side stream, and then down the big river.
Isn't this genius? Let's do this plan.
But we're already down
I wanna-
here.
I wanna
and
roll-
didn't say that.
I want to roll leadership to convince everyone that girl's the leader.
Well, let's see what the girl's roll is. Maybe she gets 6 positive success levels and you actually build a raft.
Oh, you're gonna let me roll melee basic, as in like?
No.
Then I don't know what to roll. I got
Just
nothing
do
to
like
roll.
I
an
said
for.
outdoor survival. You,
Oh,
is the
okay.
default, or
Yeah.
if you had something that was more appropriate.
I mean, perception.
I find a tree that's already fallen down.
Oh my god, because Ben is streaming. Hey, thanks, Spidey dude.
So we were all just like, what
Why did it play here? That's
Just-
so random.
happened?
That's so funny.
that's
And also,
very
it was very
funny.
appropriately timed. Like,
I'm allowed to
Yeah.
go find this log
Oh my
as far as I'm
God.
concerned.
That's part of the outdoor survival.
like, what if you just found a tree that's down?
I do think that's smart, like to percept an already fallen tree.
Or an easily cut down one that may be broken.
Did Gregory roll outdoor survival?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you can use perception. I want at least one person to use outdoor survival to build a raft.
Well, don't worry. I still didn't. -3.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Stand with -7. So you,
City folk.
all the cut down some branches and nobody knows what to do with them. Can't find a log.
Hold one and walk into the river.
It'll float and hold you up.
No.
You first,
It's physics.
What's physics?
It's like
as a history.
I have lore history. Don't make me roll it.
Yeah, so not very successful. Again, people could you have ways to potentially re-roll, or we could kind of, if you want to take more
Do
time, we
something
could kind of
else.
start over
yeah.
and
Can we
try
just
again.
try again?
I like the more time solution.
So we'll say each of these tests will represent like half an hour of
Okay.
trying to figure something out.
Okay.
I think we spend the rest of today going back to the waterfall. We hang out for the night, and then tomorrow morning we try and find a boat up there, like go down and do the river path.
Okay, so can
Okay,
I?
so real
can I
quick, you
roll
would remember
leadership
there was
to
no
make her
boat up
leader?
there before, and you spent 2 hours just hanging around up there yesterday.
Oh, okay. We didn't look for a boat, so I wasn't sure if maybe you had hidden a boat.
There's no boat, I'll tell you.
Okay, thank you.
What if we go
Nice.
back in the cave to where that river was?
That's literally what I said.
Okay, well, you're the leader.
It's a really
He's
good
Timon
idea,
of it.
actually, Cedric. Yeah, if we go up there, we could just go across the river at the waterfall instead of
Except
where it's
no.
mile wide.
No.
Why?
It's a tributary. Look at your damn map.
What's a tributary?
The side tiny one.
That's what you pay to somebody.
Yeah, we're not tithing the river.
Okay. Outdoor survival.
They're so done with us.
Fortune, facetious dark gods. If you roll badly, you can re-roll it.
I will re-roll with a fortune.
-2. Well, unless this is average.
Oh, I rolled a 10. Haha, 3 success levels.
Okay, so we're at 1 success level so far.
Okay.
We know what a raft is. Congratulations.
Yes. I read it in a book once.
I have -2 though, so we're back down to.
-2.
-2.
-4. Again, others could re-roll it potentially.
I already have a lot of corruptions.
I've got a lot of fortune that I don't want to use on a raft.
I'll use a fortune point
Don't do that. It's wasteful.
to act before everybody else on this next outdoor survival.
So you starting again?
I mean, we have to, pretty much, right? We
Take
just have to
another
go
half
until
an
we do
hour.
this.
Someone could use a resolve and choose their roll.
Resilience?
Resilience, yes, that's what I meant. Use the maximum.
I think I've used enough rolls up right now.
I did pass this one,
I will try outdoor
So-
survival again.
and it's a critical.
I got a critical as well.
What'd you do? 33? That's an instant boat.
For outdoor survival, is that actually a critical pass for
Yes.
both of you?
Yeah.
Yes,
So what is that? 2 success levels total?
Yeah.
but they're critical success.
Yeah.
Okay,
they're
I'll
very
take that
good.
into account if
Just
we can get
Make it sound.
I rolled a 90.
overall positive here.
I rolled a
All right,
97.
all right. I just rolled perception because you're letting me do it. I got a 22 and a 42.
Okay, so that's
3 criticals.
4 success levels, and then
97.
it's how many negatives?
Von Ponce should just stop helping.
Yes, indeed. That's what I've been trying to do this whole time.
Stop helping.
Yes. What is outdoor survival? It's intelligence.
We're like
That
cutting
is
down
going to
branches
be-
and he's throwing them into the river.
-5.
So back to -1. Unless Von Ponce would like to re-roll it with a fortune, or
no.
you could change the ways that you are trying to help. Ish.
Well, I mean, that was my best option. I'll sit it out.
Tell you what, if you beseech the dark gods to re-roll it,
You will never be able to get me to teach the guard gods.
you can use leadership instead
I don't want to use the
to tell them what to do.
No, I'm not the boss. She's the leader.
All right.
Unless the dark gods are Nuffle. Can I beseech Nuffle?
Yeah. Nuffle's absolutely a dark god.
Yeah, but he's not going to corrupt me, though.
Will corrupt you with the power of Nuffle.
Yeah. I don't like it. But I can tell that you all want me to do this.
Peer
I mean,
pressure.
Or you're going to spend one of your 8 fortune points.
You get them back.
You get them back, yeah. Does he get back to 8?
Well, see, the point about being rich is that you don't spend the money.
That is true.
Like, it just sits in the account.
Even Tim is like, what is happening?
Fine, I will re-roll it. I don't know how to do that. But I got a 33. Joining the 33 club.
3 33s and a 22.
That's positive success levels.
We made like a yacht, probably.
You got some sticks lashed together with like some rope you might have or vines or something.
Yes.
We're all
It's-
gonna die.
You could float on this probably.
Just call us a little yachty.
All right.
Get
So let's see. How many was that total? What did
Danny, we're trying to be serious here.
we had 4 before Shaper, right? For positive success levels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many did you have after your 30 whatever?
it. My 33 is -1. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was gonna die.
believed it for a
I think we
minute.
were all going to die a little bit. I was going to be like, fuck this tower. We're not going there. I'll fly instead. Like,
So good.
It is positive too.
Okay, so you ended with 6. So I'm gonna call this an adequate raft.
It's not like a Titanic Jack and Rose situation.
Actually, you know what? We'll call it sturdy because
So
I had
desperate
set-
to move on. He's like, it's good. It's a good raft. You're on it. Let's go.
Good enough.
I had set 6 SLs in my head as what you need to get to sturdy, because obviously it's not the same system as it was in the first edition, which this is based on. So you have a sturdy raft that you can now attempt to ford the river with. Oh, it says building a raft and getting everyone aboard is one thing, but actually handling it on the fast-flowing river can be another matter entirely. Be sure you know how. Never mind. Be sure you know how the adventurers propose to steer the raft once it is finished.
Remember when I purchased Strike Mighty Blow and I could have purchased Drive?
Yeah.
So
I didn't do
Well,
that.
roll or sail would be very useful here, but I'm sure nobody had. We don't have any
No.
like waterway.
We have managed to build some sticks that are not separating immediately on the water. That's what we have.
Yeah.
yes,
So I believe our way of driving is not.
just go.
We're just gonna hop on this thing of sticks and go where the water takes us.
Yeah.
No,
So in
we have to
Tilia,
try and go across. We need paddles.
the
That's
way
not
that they
how it's
move
gonna
their
go, though.
watercraft is with a very long pole, and they push on the bottom.
Mm.
Where are we
So-
going to find long poles in the middle of the woods?
I mean, I have a pole. And find a large
Oh.
branch.
Like the pole on. Be like a rudder, kind of.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
a javelin stick.
Yeah, great addition.
Javelin
We should.
So find the longest branch you can that's quite sturdy, and then that way we can press on the bottom of the river.
Ooh,
It can't be
so
that
is this
deep.
another outdoor survival check?
We can find a long stick. Who's gonna for the sake of everyone's sanity, including the listeners, you could just find a long stick in the woods. I
I'm pretty
think
sure
that's
the listeners are
feasible.
gonna be
I'm pretty
on
sure I
board.
could ask my 5-year-old to go do that, and he'd come back with a big stick.
I'm not sure.
So-
He might be talking about like the colored sticks and the freezer.
Right? He might just grab a freezy pop or whatever.
The strongest one should probably do it, I would think.
Who's going to do the sticking?
You want me to do the sticking?
I think so. I think you are the strongest.
I know the girl's definitely the strongest.
Prefer to sit directly in the middle of the raft.
Girl is hard carry.
Yeah, this has got to be a little nerve-wracking.
I'm very
for
scared.
Alda.
My strength is 31. Like,
Yeah, you're really good at brawling, but you're not that strong. Isn't girls in the 40s?
yeah, she's a tank.
42.
Yeah.
Here you go, girl.
What?
We need your strength. And
So
your
whoever is going to do it
force.
is going to make a challenging row test because that is basic. So if you don't have row, it's just a strength test.
I'm rolling on a 22.
No,
thought you-
challenging is +0.
Oh, it's +0.
Yeah.
I thought it was a negative something.
That
I
would
always
be
feel
hard.
like when he says
I was
challenging
like,
that it's a
shoot.
negative.
Yeah, just something about
Yeah.
the term just makes me think
Yep.
it's like a negative something.
It's a challenging test. You're not guaranteed to pass it.
Who's steering?
You.
No, I'm pushing. Who's steering?
It's kind of like the same thing from how Alda was describing it.
Is this true, GM?
Yeah, you put the stick in the ground and
All
you
of our
push
lives
the-
are
yeah.
in your fate.
Okay, great.
All of our fates
So-
are in your hands.
So if nobody is doing anything to steer the boat other than just pushing it, how well you do on this test will determine how far downstream you get before you reach the other side.
So who's steering it to help this?
Because the river is flowing south.
I will help steer
How?
with outdoor survival.
What is Gregory actually going to do to help steer? Okay, so anybody that can come up with a feasible way to help steer the raft, I will count as an assist for girl.
Okay, so this is how I'm gonna do it, right? I get up there, wide stance, and you know how you can like rock rafts a little bit, like
floaties?
pool floaties, to try to keep it going the right way.
No,
That
you'll
won't do
capsize it.
anything.
No, you're
What
gonna get a big giant branch full of leaves and use it kind of like a paddle.
How? Once
See,
again,
you
how are we
the
gonna?
leader.
Correct. You do it too.
I'll go find a branch with
Yes,
big
ma'am.
leaves.
Okay.
Pine, preferably.
Pine.
Does Cedric do that too?
If I'm given one, yeah.
You don't go find it if you're handed. You're like,
I'll,
fine, and you'll
I'll go find
paddle.
You owe me a favor.
All right. Alda?
Well,
oh,
no.
you said you're sitting in the direct center of the raft.
Basically in the center. I do truly appreciate that we are following a chain of command that is helping with a little of my anxiety.
Do you want to take any armor off
No.
in case you fall in?
No.
I like
Look.
that answer.
She'll
How
die.
dare
Tiny.
you?
yeah, that's
Okay,
a
Insulted.
little inappropriate.
girl,
So I'm gonna roll, and then their assist does what?
you get plus 20 because they're both assisting to steer.
Critical fail.
Tower failed us. That was a 78 on a 42.
It's only
You're
one
plus
negative
20.
success level.
Yeah, so
Yes,
negative
it's
one.
-1.
Wait, it's average too?
No, plus each assist.
So plus
is
40?
No, each assist is plus 10. The test itself is challenging, but she got 2 plus 10 bonuses. So -1. Would you like to use a fortune point to reroll?
The -1 means we're how far downstream?
a ways.
Like a mile or like 10 miles?
All right, so what I'm going to do to make it easier for you to determine if you want to use these points or not, because you had 1 negative success level, the next navigation check to get to the tower will become difficult instead of challenging. And effectively, it'll make it take longer. There could be, you might,
He's really just trying to make me spend all my points. Yeah, I'll spend a fate point. But
It's only fortune.
A
not
fortune.
fate.
don't
Don't worry. I fixed
Your
that.
last
Fortune
fate point. Your only fortune point.
That was a 47 on a 42.
Okay, so 2 success levels.
Beautiful.
So you don't go very far. Once you get to the other side, you do make it across. You're a bit of a ways down, but the guys were help steering it. So as you were pushing more or less across, and you're not like hundreds of yards down the river. So what do you do once you hit the other side?
Get off this raft.
And pull it away from the water so
Okay.
it cannot be swept downstream.
I was making sure somebody said something like that.
Yes, we
So
cannot
you
lose.
pull the raft up out of the water,
This was Alda's only job, and it was the important one.
right? You have to remember that with the long stick and your branch paddles, and we can make another navigation test that is challenging to find the tower. From here, you could guess that it was about 3 or 4 miles from the river.
Oh, that's not too bad. Navigation. It will be success level.
Good. All right. So as you're moving along, I'm going to share quick in the Discord an image of what you see when you come upon the tower in the late afternoon, early evening. What you see.
Rocks above ground. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they go underground too.
Oh, predictions.
So
It's like
there's
I like towers.
a cylindrical bit and a cubicle bit connected and some windows. And is that like a pizza oven on the side? Right?
Pizza oven.
It looks like a pizza oven. I don't know. Perhaps there's a collapse. The corner looks a little worse for wear.
Is it falling apart? Or
It
is
does look kind of ruined.
It definitely looks like there's a cave-in and that big opening in the downstairs, but the top actually looks rather put together, and the corner is kind of crumbling a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see that there's like a big square section and then a rounded section attached to it, kind of behind it. More or less what Jess drew in her notes was actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, nailed it.
And yeah, you see what used to be like a front gate is all smashed and rotten wood, and the corner of it is destroyed of the square part. You don't see any openings on the circle part.
Is there anything like right around it that would make it seem like a big rock or something went into it, or it's like natural decay broken, or just
A dragon.
two dragons maybe?
You're not really sure unless you have some kind of architecture. If you have a skill you think is appropriate.
Trade engraver.
May I do a sweep of the perimeter to make sure that, no ambushing, signs of life, whatever.
Okay.
Balance.
Yeah, you can go around the whole tower. It's pretty big.
Shall I make a perception check?
Sure.
Okay.
So the map we have on Foundry, I cannot get it to resize appropriately. So for this one, like again,
I'm enormous.
for some reason, girl's token is like the right size.
Hello, girl.
That's why we thought she was a halfling.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, because I
I
have
guess
her
that'd be
set.
more
To,
like a
maybe I can do
quarterly.
that with the rest of them. Let's see if I can set them to 0.5 like girls is.
Also, I found nothing in my sweep. I rolled a 97.
All right. Oh, Alda does
Ooh,
shrink. Great.
hello.
Okay, so this will be better.
I ate
All
a
the
mushroom
smaller
and now I'm
than-
shrunken. Gregory, down here. Look at us. We're tiny.
Oh, look at that. You're tiny.
I'm always large.
You're like all the small things.
You are smart, larger than life.
1 pounce. We could fit in your pocket.
Jeez.
But you can't afford to get it to stick it in.
I'm not sure what. I think something with the newest update to Foundry. I can't figure out how to resize the picture properly.
Whoa. Just saw you shrink in real time.
That's
Shrink in real time.
usually
All
you have to
right,
pay for
cool.
that.
So, Alda, did you make your test?
Made my test. I got to 97. I see nothing.
Yeah, you see this tower. Did you share your reading from Unker with anybody?
Am I reading from Unker?
Oh,
Your like future.
100%. I totally told my best friend on our walk around the town in the dark.
Sounds ominous. Violet eyes.
But you told your best friend that you walk around town in the dark?
We
No.
walked around town looking for a
When you walked
library.
around
When-
town in the dark.
when we walked
I
around.
got it.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, P.S. He says something about like rocks above ground and rocks underground and a bunch of horns and then like suffering and pain and violence, but that's not normal. It's actually extremely normal. And also violet eyes. Yeah.
Sounds like Beastman, chaos,
It sounds like yesterday.
a normal life in the Empire. Like, what do you want?
Do we all know our dooms?
I know my doom.
So
I
glad
feel
you
like we
asked.
should.
Like, I have it written down, but I can't remember if my character's supposed to know its own doom.
Yes, you're told your doom.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Just look out for dogs. If there's dogs in here, you're probably gonna die.
If
You
I
are the
ever start-
dogs.
The dog. I'm gonna die in a grave with dogs.
If I ever start
Oh.
laughing,
Yeah.
be warned.
Be concerned.
Yes.
Mine explains a lot. Be not curious. Only in ignorance lies safety.
Oh.
And you all thought I was just being obstinate to be obstinate. RP!
Hey.
So we go inside this hole?
I go in the hole.
Which one?
The main hole, probably.
Was, used to be a gate of some kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who goes in the hole?
The little hole or the big hole?
That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
I will approach.
So Alda goes in the big hole while girl goes in the little hole.
Yes.
Men.
Honestly.
Honestly.
I feel like, I really do feel like it's men versus women at this table right now.
For real.
Honestly.
So as you step in, I want you both to make an average perception test.
Hey yo, thank you for the average 2 success levels.
I didn't save me. -2.
Too bad you don't have any more fortune.
I do, but
Didn't you just use it on the raft?
Yeah.
You only have 1 fate point. So you only have 1 fortune point.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He says gleefully.
Mm.
Yeah.
So all the... you might stop, but you hear like a...
It's not my stomach.
It's mine, so
Interesting.
coming from further within this area.
Okay, be on alert, everyone. Battle ready.
Do you keep going or do you stop at that sound?
I'm going to keep going.
Atta girl.
So,
She's valiant. She's the boss and she's valiant.
girl didn't hear this though. Does girl keep going as well?
Girl pops out the other side and goes, "Oh, hey, I'm inside."
And at the same time, I look back toward the entranceway and there's Alda, and I go,
Okay, same place.
All right, gentlemen, you can either enter the large hole or the small hole that all leads to the same place.
Don't laugh.
Don't you dare.
Don't laugh. Let's judge us.
All right. So as everybody else enters, Alda first, because she's the furthest in,
Mhm.
we'll see. Pause for dramatic effect.
it has pause.
an owl bear.
It's Georgia.
You're halfway there.
What?
You see, I don't have the picture saved. Never mind. You see 3 bears.
Oh.
Nice.
That's the
Oh,
sound?
goodness. Hello. Hello.
They
Oh,
look like buffaloes.
hello.
Hey, though,
You
bears.
see one big old mama bear and 2 cubs, and she looks pissed.
Well,
Rightfully
I
so.
am ready to brawl.
We're gonna go into initiative.
All right.
Who? I don't remember our initiative. It's on a different piece of paper. Who's got the highest?
32.
44.
I think
It's
it's
the-
Alda.
It's the eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
40.
Yeah, just
Also 40.
okay. So Alda, let me double check my bear initiative.
My bear.
Your bear
My
initiative.
bear.
Bear with me.
All right. So Alda does get to go first. The bear is like, you can tell like her hair's all raised, and she like the cubs are behind her. I
Oh.
put them there so you could see them on the map.
Oh, poor
But
things.
like this mama bear, it's a large size creature, right?
Okay.
She's big. I'm gonna move her more onto the map
Sure.
so you can see her better. She's not really right in front of you, but it's a cool picture. This is a picture from the core rulebook of bears, and she's just like spittle flying at
Yeah.
you. You know how their lips come up and her nose is like moving around, but she's not advancing anymore.
Okay.
So,
I think I just like.
do you have like animal care or training or anything?
No, I don't. I have nothing with animals. I can entertain her with speeches.
You have entertained speech? That's actually pretty dope.
It's a
I have
priest.
entertained sing.
That's also pretty dope.
We should have just started a band.
Yeah.
Okay, can I do like a?
Violence.
No, I don't necessarily want to do violence. She's protecting her children.
Yeah, so give me an average intuition
Okay.
test.
I'm going to go grab one.
I rolled a
first.
6.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you sense this. She's playing the mama bear card.
Mhm.
You are coming towards their den,
Mhm.
and she is like trying to warn you away with this big show of strength and
Okay.
roar. She's showing off her teeth. She's got big old bear claws, but you know, like bears
Right.
can be nasty.
Right. I would like to take a defensive stance, and I would like to slowly, so as not to, provoke any further, I would like to slowly back away from her.
Okay.
Say, gentlemen, please exit the large hole.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot there's a charm animal. You don't have that, right?
I don't.
Okay.
I want to
No.
punch it.
I mean,
that
you can.
is
It's a basic.
it is basic, so you can just make a willpower test. So I'll have you do that with your like
Okay.
backing up.
Okay.
You're like, whoa.
Whoa, Petunia.
So I'm gonna
Go
pose
fuck
that
yourself.
with
It's
the
a
bears.
95.
Oh.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so the bear only had 1 negative success level there, but so the bear sees you're backing up, and she takes like half a step forward.
That's fine. That's fine. I will not fight this bear unless she exits the building proper with us.
Okay. So I remember now that Gregory and Cedric have the same initiative. So who's gonna go first here? Alda's taking a step back. She said, "Let's retreat."
We're fighting this bear, right?
The peer pressure on that side of the table is hilarious to me right now.
Save your punches for a more worthy adversary. This
To get-
beast.
no.
To
I'm
make
gonna punch
Tim
the kids.
speechless, though, is just, when he
It's a
can't even
skill.
respond.
It's like I
It
do
never
really want to
happens.
fight these bears, but I think it's a bad idea, and I think the person that would have to save us would probably not be super excited.
They
that we
don't-
are
they
fighting
already
Can
each
you
other.
imagine
already
Alda
don't
just
like
stands
us.
with her arms crossed like, no, I'm not doing
I'm
this.
They already don't
not-
like us. So.
It's not a worthy foe.
It's 3. That's right.
And 2 are babies.
Yeah, you're not even outnumbered.
Yes, you're killing a
So-
child.
I'm definitely getting ready to go in there and brawl. So maybe you have to like hold me back.
No, I probably wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, I feel like his character would let you go die.
no, I don't want him to die. But like, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should listen to Alda, and we should probably back out of the bay hole.
So what does Cedric do?
I need to be convinced. Obviously, he's a brawny man with way too much ego.
All right.
Those cubs are way too young to be on any team with their mother, with or without their mother's permission.
Mhm.
Cedric, how many corruption points do you have?
None, right?
We all started.
Everybody started with
some.
a little bit.
Well, whatever you gave me, 3.
You could lose a corruption point to give into your bloodthirsty feelings,
desires.
desires of Nuffle to get in there and hope you don't roll double skulls against
Yeah.
this bear that's
Well,
twice your size.
I think in the real spirit of Nuffle, I just got to roll for it because I don't want to be blamed when this goes poorly.
You
So
could
it's-
roll.
No, he's offering you corruption.
No,
that
removal.
relief.
Yeah, you
So-
could roll a cool check to see if you are calm under pressure with the
Yeah, Danny loves to do this with Mina and Gapapa, roll willpower or cool to see like, do you keep your cool or do you like, yeah, and
Yeah.
get in there?
Yeah.
Or do you get scared as shit and run away from the bear?
For this exact reason, though, because then it's like, I didn't make the choice, the dice made the choice.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Right.
All right.
Because the whole point of the dark whispers
Yeah.
is that like you it's like it's selfish, right? You get
Yeah.
rid of your own corruption,
Right.
usually to the detriment of others.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, mostly I just don't want anybody to be any madder at me.
So roll the dice.
Yeah, roll a dice.
It's a cool check.
Yeah,
All right.
I like cool for that.
I'm not very
I
cool.
do too.
Oh, very good. I'm going to fail.
We can hope.
Ooh. Only 1 negative success level.
All right.
If it's challenging.
Yeah.
I don't know. Resisting the urge to punch baby bears, though, might be.
So you charge in.
I got to fail it, so I guess that's.
Yeah.
All right. So reduce your corruption to 2.
Ooh.
And Cedric does not listen to all any charges that you go. Well, the baby bears are behind the mother.
Well, I'm going for the baby bears.
You gotta get past the mama bear.
yeah,
first,
you got to
though.
get past the mama.
I got
first.
athletics.
We saw how well you rolled last time.
All right, so then what? I'm going to take a swipe at this mama bear.
All righty.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's cool is I can roll her on Foundry.
What's cool is not me.
So on a charge, you get 1 advantage too. So
What do advantages do again?
it adds 10 to your roll.
That's right. Charging this mama bear. Brawling, obviously.
Yeah.
I have 24 brawling now. I spent all of my XP to up my brawling. 24. Yep. And brawling is weapon skill, right? So that means I'm a 65 naturally with an advantage.
75? Oh, with the advantage is 65?
No, so it was 75.
Wow. Okay, I rolled for the bear.
Mama bear's getting
Oh no,
thwopped.
I have to use dodge, which I don't think she has. Okay, how'd you do?
3 success levels.
All right, I had 2 negative success levels.
Aha!
So difference of 5. What's your strength?
My strength is 31.
3, right? So that's 8, and then knuckle dusters are +2, I think. Yes. You don't have any dirty fighting, right?
Not yet.
All right, so 10 you do to the bear, but this thing's pretty tough. You know, it's a big old bear. So let's see. Oh, so you do 1 more because it's a size larger than you, so you actually get +10 to hit it because it's bigger than you, easier to hit.
Take that.
So that's 11. The bear does, of course, soak some of that, and this bear is really mad now.
Well, it shouldn't have been where they put me.
Gregory,
Yeah.
Leave.
Alda, what do we do here?
I'm leaving. I won't fight this bear in her habitat. She's done nothing wrong to us. She's protecting it.
Don't worry about it. I've got it.
I think like he's gonna die though.
That bear got real big.
Like
If I solo a bear and win, you all
We will never hear the end of
will
it.
never hear the end
Yeah.
of it.
Never.
He's
ever.
gonna look like the guys of the White Wolf, and he's just wearing this bear pelt all over the place.
yeah.
That's gonna be the name of my Blood Bowl team, the Bears.
Yeah.
I will assess the
bear
situation.
punchers.
The bear punchers.
With
Perception.
okay, so you're gonna like watch for what's going
Actually,
on.
I would like to assess the situation with gamble.
Could you assess
No.
how many hit points it has? left? That'd be helpful.
Because what are the odds here?
No,
I thought that was actually.
that wasn't bad for Tim trying.
I like it. I like it.
Then yeah, it's also the same exact number as my perception. So that'll be 3 success levels.
Wow, that is a big ass bear.
Why'd the bear just double
Bears.
his size?
Oh, it gets bigger when it gets
Yeah,
angrier.
once you punch it, it puffs
Yeah.
up. Like
The bear's hulking out.
the hair
you know?
stands on end.
Did it shrink back down on you?
Yes.
Okay, that was weird. What?
I have an advantage now.
Okay, cool. Girl.
I'm gonna back slowly into my tunnel.
Okay.
Okay, he is crazy.
All right, so you back up, and then it's the bear's turns. So one of the little bears jumps out trying to defend its mother, and it is now outnumbering you 2-1.
Cool.
So I get plus 20 to this. What are you gonna do to defend?
Punch it in the face.
So melee brawling to try to defend.
Obviously.
Bear paw for bear paw.
Bear paw for bear paw.
Barehanded.
So do I still have my advantage from charging,
Yes.
or that's gone?
No, you keep the advantage.
So
because
I have one
test.
advantage already.
Yes.
But then you have another advantage for
No, you only gain one advantage per turn.
Oh, per turn.
I rolled a 99.
Oh!
I'll spend a fortune.
Now you'll spend a fortune.
Yeah, punching bears. This is what I was made for. That's much better. That's 2 successes.
Okay. Okay, so you successfully defend because I had 2 success levels, but your skill is higher than mine.
Take that, baby bear.
And I'm gonna have the other baby bear come in. Now they're outnumbering you 3-1, so this becomes an easy test for them.
I'm punching all these bears. I'm a bear puncher. I'm a bear puncher. Okay, can I do it? I'm gonna punch some bears. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can keep using that to defend.
Yeah. Ooh, you're not gonna like this.
What?
5 success levels.
You're not gonna like this. I rolled a 22.
I don't know what that means.
It's an automatic critical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so whenever you yeah.
Left arm.
Well, just in case you do it, because if you do it when you're defending, you critical run right back too.
Well, I have to re-roll to see where it is, but it is in the left arm with a 14.
That's appropriate.
Oh, nice.
Also, they've all been left arms, haven't they?
I thought you just flipped it for location.
Normally, but for a
On your
crit, you
initial
roll
hit,
again.
Yeah, crit, you re-roll for
okay.
location, and you don't flip it.
I love the sound of that
That one scared
gigantorous
me.
dice. 48 in the left arm is a bleeding hand. You can take 1 automatic wound.
Easy.
You ignored toughness and armor for that. It says the blow slams into your forearm, gain a bleeding condition and a torn muscle minor.
Nice. It's all part of my story.
This is not good.
I'm trying to decide how nice I want to be right now. I tried to offer up this earlier, but somebody called me a bad GM just before I said it, so I said, never mind. I'm not going to remind you of this rule.
Critical deflection.
I mean, the key to say remind implies that I ever knew.
True, you are a new player. Is Cedric
nice
wearing
to
any
him.
armor?
I do not believe that I'm wearing any armor.
And more importantly, is he wearing any armor on his arms?
I don't think I have. My armor points are all empty. Oh, I have a helm and bracers and a breastplate. Haha.
Oh, bracers. Okay, so what you can do, so you should have 2 points of armor on your arms.
That's correct, yes.
And head. So you can, you'd still take the automatic damage, and then we'll figure out the rest of the attack from there. You can break a point of armor on your left arm to not suffer the critical effect,
Oh,
to not be bleeding.
sure. I assume
Which is
it's-
great because the healer might not heal you.
Yes.
So that bracer is permanently reduced to only armor 1 instead of 2, but you're not bleeding, which is major. And then, so I had 5 success levels. How many do you have on your defense?
I had gotten...
All right, so it's a difference of 2. It's a baby bear. It's not as strong as the mom. So you're going to take... what's the weapon quality on them? Whoa. What I say the difference was? 3?
You had 5, he had 3. That makes a difference of 2.
2, that's what it was. So it's going to be 8 damage to your left arm.
Ow.
Subtract your now 1 point of armor and your toughness bonus from that.
So 7. Oh, toughness bonus.
I think is decent.
It's 3. Yep. So -4, so take 4 damage.
Okay. So subtract it from your total wounds. And then finally, the mama bear is going to attack, again, outnumbering you 3 to 1.
Please.
On that, baby bear has 1 advantage.
Please. Dan's just trying to kill my character. We all know this. Don't worry, Dan. If you kill Cedric, I'll make an even more annoying character.
Just set me back from the dead.
You have a bunch of fate points. You're not going to die in this fight anyway.
45 is 3 successes.
All right, you're able to defend against the mama bear.
Ooh.
So you gain 1 advantage back. Was that counting your advantage? Because you lost all your advantage taking damage.
Oh, so you lose advantage, so then it would have been 2 successes.
Okay, so it's still 6 positive success levels. So, Cedric is under attack by 3, surrounded by 3 bears. 2 of them are little, but still, one of them's real big because it's, large. Everybody else is retreating.
Is there any rough idea of how many hit points a bear has?
A lot. It's a large creature, so it's whatever doubled.
Right. And
so you know.
Like the babies, could I one punch a baby, or is a baby going to be a couple punches?
The way you've rolled before, maybe. All right. But we're going to find out next time. See how Cedric does.
I was going to say, the reaction around this table should tell you no.
1 versus 3.
Can I one punch?
Famous last words. Can I
man.
one punch a baby bear?
Oh my gosh.
I'll engrave it on his tombstone.
Love it.
That's great.
Hey-o.
My God.
That was good.
The sight, though, like the epic moment of you versus 3 bears is in my head. Like,
It's pretty amazing.
it's